G'day, I'm Clive and welcome. Update after my heart attack. So I had the heart attack on the 26th of February, home on the 28th of February, and now I'm filming this on March the 2nd. Bit scary, very, very painful for those who have had it or had one, you know what I mean. Now, I've got a couple of videos already set to go up, lucky enough. So most of the videos over the next 2 or 3 months aren't going to be any long walks. They don't want me carrying any weight for a while, and just take my time. But the piles of medication they give you, it's ridiculous. Multiples of the same thing with different names, just I'm not going to say much about that, apart from I've got a plan with it. And I have spoken to professionals, so I'm not just going to put myself at risk. What was it? I had one single blockage, which was in the process of clearing itself. A few years ago, I changed the way I eat completely. So none of my arteries have got any blockages. It's got no coating on it, or what you want to say. The actual surgeon who operated on me, the actual words he said was, all of your arteries are clear and clean, and the one that caused you the heart attack was in the process of cleaning. So I'm happy with knowing what I've been doing has been the right thing. No stents, no actual torn arteries, or whatever you want to call them. I've got these glasses. Sit like this so I can see. They're all very focal. What they had to do was use a balloon. It was really, really cool, this was, in a way. It wasn't a nice way of finding out, because the ambulance turned up, they did everything, they sent everything to the main hospital. The main hospital said, okay, go to this hospital where the specialists are. We let them know you're on the way. They pulled up in the emergency area, wheeled me through, started doing all the scrape, a bit here, bit on there, bit on there, bit on there, bit on there, and at the same time, they was crawled through, and they were still putting everything onto me as I was going into surgery. Big giant screen here, big TV screen if you want to call it. Went through my wrist, there's a tiny little mark, and that was a nice feeling. You could feel it, strange, nice in a strange way. You could feel it coming up my arm, up over my shoulder, coming through my arteries on the inside of the body. And looking on the screen here, you could see my heart as this thing came up and into it, which was amazing to watch. And this big camera thing of zzz, 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 just following it all different angles. They found one vein which, nothing wrong with it, they just said it was a bit small, so they used a balloon to widen that, and they use a chemical which stops it closing up afterwards, so it stays a little bit wider. That's just for in case future sort of thing. And the one with the blockage, or the partial blockage, they did the same there. Broke down the little bit that was left that was causing the trouble, opened it up, chemical again, so now that's nice. So all my arteries now are clear and clean. But with the heart attack, it did a little bit of damage, which is going to take at least 3 months to repair. And the medication I'm on for that, it does make me a little bit dizzy and unsteady on my feet at the moment. So that medication, they said have it on in the morning, but a professional, or 2 professionals actually, said he should be taking it at night time so he can sleep through all the symptoms of the unstableness, the dizziness, and it just makes it a lot safer. So I was told to take them at night now, and when I see the doctor in a day or two, tell him I'm taking them at night, not the morning, which I'm happy with that. I'm happy to tell the doctor I'm taking them at night. No disrespect for the doctor, But if they're supposed to be taken at night and the medication, I'd rather listen to the pharmacist's advice, because they've done a lot more training in the actual chemicals, the reactions of all the drugs they give out. What else? Let's think. Yep, like I said, I respect the doctors. They're there for a purpose. They're good for letting you know what's wrong with you. But me personally, not saying you do it, me personally, no. I'll take the advice of the pharmacist when it comes to the medication, the chemicals, and the doctor for initially what's wrong with me. So I'll be going to the doctor one day this week when they open again tomorrow, because it's a long weekend here, which seems a bit daft, but that's the way it's done. Not allowed to drive for 2 weeks, so I'm going to have to walk, which I don't mind. It's going to be good to actually get out of the house and walk the 3 and a bit kilometres to my doctor's, and then walk back. I'll probably go and call into the pharmacy at the same time, say good day, because they want to see me. Every single person, every person in the pharmacy who know me, every person in the family, they all reckon I would be the last one to have a heart attack. So keep an eye out. Any pains, get them checked. Now, future hiking. Now, I won't be doing much carrying the backpack over distances and multi-days like walking the Bibbleman track and things, but I will be going out to do some just overnights every now and then, taking out the tents. I've got a new tent on the way, which is being sent out to me, and I'll be showing that. And I'm looking forward to getting back outside. This sitting inside business, just waiting, sitting in hospital was a bloody nightmare for me. Just kept looking out the window. I could see trees, I could see the hills in the distance. And the other way, when they moved me, I could see over all the trees to where the beach was, the Indian Ocean. I just wanted to escape and be there. I made a joke about the building opposite my room on when they moved me the day before they nailed me home. I could see scaffolding on the building the other side, and I was wishing, why weren't that bloody bugger on this side? Give me some way to escape. But the doctors agreed when I said, well, my place where I like to relax, where I'm less stressed, is when I'm out in the bush. Even if I'm only 2 or 3 kilometres walk out to the bush, it does me a lot more good than sitting in a bloody house anywhere or in a hospital ward. I get the vitamin D, which is good for you. I do my best not to block any of that. That beautiful sunshine, that light walk, that just sitting down, relaxing, listening to the birds and listening to the kookaburra going, and then hearing the emu clocking away. It's just beautiful. It is beautiful. So I'm going to head off, go drink of water, which I've been told I'm not allowed to drink too much of now, so that's hard for me, because I normally drink 3 or 4 bottles going through the day. They don't want me to drink 2 now for a short period until they say differently, but we'll see how the body goes. So look after yourself, guys and girls. So like I said, any signs of illness, get it checked. And the sooner you get it checked, get it sorted out, the less time you'll end up being bothered and the less chance you are of being in a situation like I was. So just take care, okay?